All right, we're back at it again. It's another deload week. Today we have a workout that is from Kumana Pro that I stole. It's 5 rounds, 32 double unders, 8 power snatches with a 95-pound bar, then 6 bar muscle ups. So thanks, Elijah. Going into this one, this was a pretty simple workout, so it's not that many reps, so to speak, but it's a high gas, high throttle. So I knew that going into it, I could go unbroken for all of it, and it wasn't going to be too much of an issue. But I will say, warming up for it, the bar muscle ups did not feel as crisp as they could have, and that was probably mostly part to do with how it's a lot colder in the gym now, since it's like almost winter time basically. But that's also my fault. I could have warmed up for an extra couple of minutes. So we just finished up the first round, and I believe I was right under a minute. At this point, I was thinking like, all right, the first round was pretty easy, and the only issue that will pose to me will be grip, and that was exactly what I was feeling probably in this second to third round. You can see I was doing no hip contact snatches here. It's just a little bit more harder on the forearms than using my hips, but I guess it's just a little less metabolically fatiguing, which honestly, it wasn't too bad of a workout, like painfully wise. But I knew playing around with the idea, I could possibly go sub 5 here, and I'm definitely on pace, and you'll see what happens in the last round here. But these double unders going into the third round were basically, and all the rounds were almost a little bit of a saving grace. I know if I did not have those double unders there and it was just the snatches and muscle ups, that I would be in trouble just with how much arms it was. But I'm doing a pretty good job of getting right to the bar and getting right to the pull-up bar too. It wasn't too much transition time. Yeah, at this point, I didn't really look at the clock after every single set of bar muscle ups, which I should have, but I definitely did look at it in the middle of my double unders or at the very end. So I couldn't tell exactly where I was, if I was on pace for that sub 5, but I knew I was going to be somewhere close to it. So starting round 4, this point I was like, okay, yeah, like the bar muscle ups, the probably last 2 doesn't feel the greatest, but I know I'm a pretty good puller when it comes to muscle ups under fatigue, so I just go. With facial expression, probably start making a little bit more exaggerated faces for the last couple of these reps. I just remember my hands being cold. My hands and forearms. My forearms were on fire, but my hands were pretty cold, so it was a lot harder to hold on to that bar. And also, I didn't chalk up as much as I should have for my grips right away, knowing that the goal was not to chalk up at all. There's a little bit of chalk on the pull-up bar though, but I didn't really feel it. So last round should be coming up. Yep, right there. So that trip may have costed me going under 5. Probably not. I think I still probably would have been at 5 or a little bit over by a couple of seconds. But I really didn't know where I was time-wise at this moment. I was just trying to get these snatches done. Oh yeah. So I'm feeling it now. Then the last 6 bar muscle ups, just knock them out. So you're basically done with the workout. holding on for dear life. And finished, so 504. Yep. Just shy of that sub 5, but yeah, good workout, Elijah.